It is a Chamber of Commerce afternoon here in the Peach State of Georgia. We've got the roof open, wide open, and we are ready for football at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Atlanta Falcons. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
We go! 70, Indy, Bravo!
Hey, watch out! Check Mike 54.
Shoot!
They'll come out throwing here on first down. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
40, black 22.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Ready to go.
From the gun, Winston. And able to find Graham, complete. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Come on, set.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Recon, 152 fighter.
What?
Get it.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Hey, Haywood.
48-yard line.
Snap.
They'll drop to throw. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. A good pickup there at 22. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Check 50, check 50.
Protein spill.
Mike 54. No chance. Watch switch. Shift.
Go.
Motion.
Let's go.
On first down, Lindsey. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Ready. Blue ready.
Mike Popo. Drop deep. Deuce. Check 99.
Now Pollard. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Watch out, watch out, watch out.
Back. Even.
Here's Marlon Mack. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsey. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal.
I'm coming after you. Check. Check. Hot now. Hot, hot.
Hey, stop.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I got him. Watch it.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal.
Hey, seam 6.
Mike's Bobo.
Now back to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Sanders' kick is good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. Set. Check, 43. Go. Hey. Set up. 43.
A former star in nearby Georgia, this is Sony Michel. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
But that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction, and when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Now a hit and a loose football. You know, it's great to be a Pro Bowl quarterback, all-pro wide receiver. Those guys get all the endorsements. But we've seen a lot of guys carve out a great career as a special teams ace.
And it's one of the most important parts of the game. We can talk offense and defense all we want, but the third phase, special teams, that can be the difference between winning and losing. And how about the big play created here? Big-time effort, and that can help his team.
Second straight week, he's forced to fumble. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Ready. 525.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
Flip it, flip it, flip it.
Shit. Check for it.
Hey, 5-0, 5-0, 5-0. Where do we go?
They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Ready.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Even.
Check the backer.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Ready. Black 45 behind.
44. Hey, let's get this. Fofo's the Mike. Mike's Fofo. Check the tight.
Where we go?
To throw, Winston. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this 1st half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down.
Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
On second down, it's Patterson. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Tight ends on the loosey. Tight ends on the loosey. Tight ends on the loosey. Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
On third down, Jackson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Oh, he's got a little daylight. A first down and then some. 36 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for first and 10. From the gun, they run with Michel. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Well, another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Keeping it on the ground on first, Michel. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
We won. Come to my work.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Flush to his right. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Second and goal at the 5-yard line.
They come out here in the eye. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Running with Howard. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jordan Howard His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
McManus's point after is good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
44, Mike. Easy. Hey, short. Fofo's to Mike. Mike's Fofo.
Jameis to throw it. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And now that'll kick out of bounds, and this is going to be spotted back at their own 30. Oh, man. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
And this thing gets blown up well behind the line of scrimmage, but the marker is down on the field. Who's this against? Kind of surprised they accept the penalty.
The only thing that comes to mind for me is they want to move them back 5 yards because they feel good about their defense. But in most situations, you take the down. That's what counts more.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
What's tight? Tight end's right. What's tight? Tight end. Hey. 4 down. Mike's 43.
From the gun, Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Everyone's got 4 down. 43's the Mike, boy. 43.
Jackson from the shotgun. Eluding the pressure right. Looking downfield for Kelsey. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And that play was what every defense is wary of. The big strike attempted downfield, but they were in excellent position. They didn't get fooled, and while he didn't come up with the interception, was able to bat the ball down.
From their own end zone, it's a fake. And this winds up a disaster, nowhere near the marker. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll run here with Mack. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Second and goal from inside the 5.
Rush in.
Look at me. Score. Pilot, 64, weak.
Watch it.
Again, it'll be Mack. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Rashad Perriman in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Here we go. 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Check.
On the ground is Michelle. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Throwing on second down. Jackson escaping the pressure right. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. That one good for 26 and a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Forced out to his left. That's going to be caught. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Trying to punch it in with Howard. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Jordan Howard with his second touchdown of the game and fifth on the year. And the Vikings have once again taken the lead. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. That makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Vikings 14, Falcons 10. Brandon McManus set to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken short. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, stop. Let's go.
On the ground, it's Mack. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. They'll run with Mack. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now a carry for Pirine. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
Check, check, lock it.
General West. Go, go.
Right there.
Let's go.
Back to throw here. Completes it to Samuel. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Two-jet bomber. You're out.
Check, check, check. Check. Crunch, crunch, crunch.
Hey, wahoo. Hit it.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Trying to get that one to his running back, Marlon Mack. But it'll be 2nd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
218, chop it.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
Five.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
On the double.
Max 50. Hey, pick your game up. 2 times, 2 times.
42.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
On 2nd down now, it's Mack. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Ready. Black 25 behind. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Black 50, Mike. Easy, easy, easy.
Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. No, no, no. Off, off, off. Check, 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 check.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Not ideal there. That delay of game backs him up 5 yards, so now they need 7 yards on 3rd down.
5 on the 50. 5 on, 5 on, 5 on. Easy, 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 easy. Hey.
Turn up. Switch, switch, switch. You go tight.
Easy, easy, easy.
You got tight right there. 40.
Easy, 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 easy. Hey.
44. I'm here all day.
Football's the mic. Mike, let's go.
They'll go again here with Mack. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go. Let's do this.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now a carry from Mack. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Gotta do better. Come on, let's go.
Looking to run with Mack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Now, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Out to his left. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Jackson to throw again. Steps away to his left. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's get that ball right here. Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I'm coming.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey, but now it's 3rd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's Jackson to throw on 3rd down. Buying time to his left. This will be caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Check. Watch 54.
Play action. Now Jackson. Being chased out left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Now McManus for the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Makes the score Vikings 21, Falcons 10. Brandon McManus set to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
60 Pittsburgh. Hey, Urban.
They'll run it here with Pirine. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Mike spoke forward. 65.
Get it.
They'll set up a throw. Stepping up, he'll try. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there. Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive. And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed. Now a 1st down carry. It's Michel. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
I'm going to run you over. Check.
And it's Michel once again. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've... And look at this, another fake. And this winds up a disaster, nowhere near the marker. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Ready. Blue lady.
Check. In your face.
Flip it.
Jameis now on 1st down. Open man is Samuel, complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll roll him out right. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game. Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game. They'll run on 1st down. Mack. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. 2nd and 5 now. Winston looking for Perriman there. He's got him. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game.
Ready? Black 25 behind. Green, triple C.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
Green, triple C.
44's the Mike. Rabbit.
Easy. Hey.
44, Mike. 44. High seven. I'll be going to the left because I'm about to take you to school.
Let him go.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a two-point conversion.
44's the Mike. 44's Mike. Check.
Here's Winston to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a two-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Ready.
54, right there. 54 Mike. I'm trying to collect.
Now.
Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
On the ready.
54. Mike 54. I know he ain't got it.
Let's go.
Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game.